Happiness, and I'm back. Sorry it's been a long time since I did a fuller video. I know I did some walk around stuff and some unboxings for you, some shorts. But I've been having a lot of issues, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But it actually is a good time for the Carpenter to be semi-retired. The world changed, the economy's changed. My back is getting worse. Had some x-rays done on my back, and I'm like one of those old sway-back horses you see out in the pasture. I got some curves in my spine that only come from years of hard work. So the work's just not coming right now, and I'm doing some other things, trying to make some money, and haven't been buying a lot of boots, but I did pay for these Kreosotes in, I think it was September 26th, 2022. So I think that was, I don't know, 42 months ago, 43 months ago. Creosote, formerly known as NYG Handmade. These are the K7Ms. That's the Creosote 7 Pairs Carl Murawski collaboration. Hey, I didn't tell you before. This only 7 pairs of these worldwide, and I think there was 10 of these coins made. I don't know if you can really see that. I kind of have this light over here. I'm sorry if it's shining in my glasses, but I'm trying to get as much light on these boots as I can. But it's a coin that says Creosote established 2020, and the other side it says Carl Murawski. Let's see if I can get that to where you can see it. I don't think you can see that coin at all, but it came with a little brass coin, and it was made by a guy, I think, in Russia, and it's a beautiful coin. I love coins. So I told you a lot about these boots, but yeah, I want you to get a closer look at them. And that's why I got this kind of light shining in from the side right here, so you can kind of really see. And I mentioned before, he does in the middle of of the half sole, the waist right here. He does a little cross hatching. I don't know if you can really see that cross hatching in there, but I totally dig that. He just details the leather right there. It is it says Dr. Soul's Super Grip. When I got the nail shanks, they were leather, and I am growing older, so I didn't measure my feet, and those were I don't know, just a couple of years at that time. But he remade me a whole new pair of boots, and he put a half sole on those for me. Those are right back here. Okay, this another thing that happened is one of you guys told me, hey, why you got the good boots all the way up there where we can't see them? So what I did was right here, I put my best or my favorite boots. So I have my Nanucellas here, which I really dig. They're such beautiful boots made in Georgia. Over here, I have all of these 3 pairs of roll clubs over here. And then here's in the middle, I got these Creosotes go here, and then here's my nail shanks right here. So yeah, basically it's a Super Grip, a little bit different sole on those. These are the nail shanks right here. So he put the half sole on, and I prefer that. I know lots of guys like Dale from Dale's Leatherworks. He likes the leather sole. I'm more of a work boot guy. That's how I started, so I'm more of a rubber sole guy. It's kind of like the Beatles, rubber sole. Where's that coin? I don't want to knock that off somewhere. Okay, let me get that out of the way there. But yeah, he cuts and stains and everything, dyes his own laces, hand-cut leather laces. If you notice on these, let me do this one, it's more nicely. If you notice on these, he puts the eyelets really tight. And I think it was his grandfather. He's basing a lot of the boots on some pictures of his grandfather around the turn of the last century. And the eyelets are really tight on a lot of those boots. And I dig that. I mean, yeah, it's not easy lacing them up, but man, it looks hecka cool, doesn't it? I mean, these are just beautiful boots. I mentioned in one of the other videos about the toe cap. It's double stitched with some lighter colored thread right on the on the toe cap itself, and then there's another row of stitching which is behind the toe cap seam, which is like a darker kind of matching green color. I don't know if you can see that. And then the lighter color or the yellowish stitching is also on the outside. It's quadruple. Red Wings are triple stitched right here, where the vamp meets the upper. These are quadruple stitched, and the inside is that kind of the hunter green color that matches, and the outside is that yellow color. And of course the 270-degree welt is stitched with just some white stitching. They are absolutely gorgeous. I just wanted you to be able to get a better look at these. And that's why I'm doing this actual more full-length video on these. I got this little one of these little selfie ring lights over here. I'm trying to I did the lighting here. There's like, they're not can lights, they're like little LED disc lights. You just cut them into the sheetrock and they got some little clips to grab. But in my office when I was doing it, I think I told you before, I had some halogens shining right on me, and so it was better light on the boots. But I just wanted you to see everything about these boots and how they looked. And like I said before, Gabbard, the guy's an artist, and so you can't rush art. Inspiration's got to happen. He's doing art and he's doing, you know, building boots at the same time. So there is a job there, and then there is art. So I think he's putting himself into these boots, and I think that's why it takes so much time. Plus the huge high demand now. He might be the highest demand. I think White Cloud, or one of those guys in Japan, actually shut down orders for a while. That's what Jake from Almost Vintage Style was saying. But Gabbard, you know, these boots, okay, I couldn't afford them now. I'm figuring out how to pay the bills, man. I'm up to my neck in credit card debt and everything because I haven't been working. But these were $1,500, okay? $1,500 with tax, shipping, whatever it was. I think it was $1,641. And these ones right here, the reason I got these is because AVFJ40, my neighbor, the guy who I do the unboxing in his wood shop sometimes, I saw this a video on YouTube by Carl Murawski that said, you know, would you buy a $1,000 pair of boots? And it was about his original nail shanks that he got. And I just loved them, and I loved the, you know, this very distinct toe profile on these. And I just loved them. And these were actually $900 when I bought them. By the time I got them, they were over $1,500. And so, like I said before, you know, you pay now, and it hurts to pay that kind of money. And you pay them off, and then by the time you get them, there's a whole different world. I mean, like I said, my body changed because I'm growing older. My muscles are in atrophy and everything. Even my feet are shrinking a little bit. But, I mean, the world changed. And so your work can change. Your ability to earn money can change. And that's what happened to me now. But I already paid for these. And now, I'm like, there's only 7 pairs of these. But he has something called, I think, the K7 red oxide on the site. And it's pretty much the same profile as far as I can see. And those are $2,600 now. Plus, you know, tax and everything would be 27 and some change. 27.41, I guess. So it seems like I got an $1,100 discount based on what today's price is. Who knows what they'll be, or if you could still get them in another 3.5 years, or, you know, something like that. So I'm happy to have them, and I'm happy to have them sitting right up on the shelf behind me. Okay, so just put those where you can look at them while I'm orating a little bit. Let me put this one back over here. Here's my beef, okay? And you might already know, or might be able to tell, you know, I'm a transparent cat. You know, I don't lie. It's hard for me to hide my feelings. And so this is what's going on with me. I had people, I know there's trolls and comments. I don't really get any of that weirdness of people calling me names or anything like that in any of my comments on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook. Facebook, if I get any, more so on Facebook if there's anything, but I've really never gotten any bad comments on here. I got a couple that I just kind of deleted that were just like, what? I didn't understand it, or it was like not relevant. But I'm telling you, oh, happiness, peace, and love, okay? And I'm getting some people from one side of this division that's in our country going, how can you be happy right now with everything that's going on? Okay, Okay, valid point. And then I get people from the other side going, oh, you don't seem happy. You seem a little bummed. Who did you vote for? Come on, guys. You can't tell? You can't tell what I believe in? Okay? I believe in the Bible and the Constitution. That's who I am. Okay? And what's going on in this country right now? We got people who, saying they believe in the Bible. Okay? If you believe in something, you follow it. Okay? We got people saying they believe in the Bible that don't believe in the love and acceptance that's in the Bible. I don't want to argue about this. Do not put stuff on here that's arguing with me about this. This is my opinion. Believe how you want to believe. And then as far as patriotism goes, I believe in the Constitution. So now is the Constitution, is it just guidelines? Is it we just push it to the side? I'm talking about politicians now. And it's not the number one guy. It's everybody who is allowing the number one guy to not follow it. But he has a cabinet. Come on, guys, help him out. We need to follow the Constitution. And if we call ourselves an American patriot, and we need to follow the Bible, and we call ourselves a Christian. And so I'm trying to do these things my whole life. I'm 60 years old. 12 years. I pledge allegiance to the flag and to the republic for which it stands. One nation, under God, indivisible, which means undividable, with liberty and justice for all. 12 years. I said it. I bought into it. Okay? And it's like not a thing anymore. I don't know. I'm not really sure what side is more confusing, but I know that I'm caught in the middle of this. I want to respect the president. I don't want to disrespect the president at all. He was duly elected and voted for. But I do not want the Constitution trashed at the same time. I want to call myself a Christian, but I don't want to be lumped in with Christians that are hating people of different races, religions, sexual orientations, or anything else, because hate is not a Christian value. So that's my beef, man. I'm sorry if this alienates some of you people or makes you mad at me or makes you unsubscribe from me, or if you don't like me, please just unsubscribe. If you like me, please like and subscribe. I am not trying to be political. I am not going to talk about these things anymore, hopefully. I just wanted to let you know how I feel. So today, in spite of all the division and all the things and the way that I feel that I don't fit into this country and this world, in spite of all that, I'm going to choose happiness. I'm going to love my family. I'm going to love God. I'm going to love my neighbors. I'm going to try and love everyone, and I'm going to try and not hate anyone, even if they're against my belief system. And I'm going to try and love them, and I'm going to try and forgive them. So that's who I am. That's what I am. That's where I am. And for this video, I'm just happy I got a pair of these K7M Creosote Murawski green boots. Happiness and love from the Carpenter.